Hey YouTube, how's it going? I hope you're well. It's just a short video to take a look at the physicality of this new Boss ME-90 unit. I'm not going to cover any sounds on this. I'm just going to actually let you have a look at the layout and what you're going to expect with this new unit. And I guess what I'm going to do is going to start from this side and just kind of work my way over the unit. So the first thing I'm sure you heard about this unit is that there's an all new amp section. Now what they're doing, instead of the Cosm stuff, they're actually using the Ed stuff, which is coming to the GX100 and the GT1000. And you've got some amps listed on there. Now there is more amps. You might notice if you're eagle-eyed that got stuff like JC120 Sim and that kind of thing. Now if you actually go into the app or the desktop Tone Studio for Mac or PC, you'll actually notice a section that's called selectable, and what that does, that opens up additional amps above the ones that are listed here, and you get other stuff like JC120 and all the kind of stuff that you've got used to with these units over the years. And so there's loads of stuff there. I mean, obviously with the Line 6 stuff, you got loads and loads and loads and loads of amps. But I always feel, particularly with the Ed stuff, that with the amps that are within these units, you can cover just any kind of sound that you need. They're all good enough to do all the different things that you need from it. So there's definitely enough there to do whatever you need. Now the next section we're going to just mention here is the FX2, which is just next to it. Now, as with the ME-80, you've actually got, you get some duplication where you can actually use, say modulation, you want to use, say use it as a pedal board, you want to use, say, chorus there, but you also want to have a phaser available to you as well. Now you get some of this stuff within here as well. You get chorus, delay, boost, trem pan, phaser and EQ. So you can actually use that to select EQ or actual effects instead, like particularly mod effects and some other stuff as well. And let's just move to the next bit. We've got the Comp FX1. So a bit like some of the oldie stuff like the GT100, you get like FX1 and FX2, and they both contain different types of things. Now we've got the usual comp effects there. You've got touch, wah, slow gear, humanizer, and you've got a tuned down one now, which is good, which is a lovely addition from Boss. And that allows you to select a lower style tuning, a bit like some of the Digitech little mini pedals that they have these days, and which is a cool addition to it. And you've got some of the usual suspects with the oldie and distortion. And again, you can actually go into selectable on the Tone Studio and actually open up some more oldies and DSs on there as well. Modulation, you got all the classics in there as well. And you can, it's nice and simple. You can just turn those knobs as if it was an individual effects pedal. Then at the end, you've got loads of nice delays and stuff as well. And again, you see some of the delays mentioned there. You can also open up some more delays within Tone Studio as well. And you've got the reverb there as well. And the usual thing, if you want to go in and start editing sounds on the unit itself on the fly, you've got the edit button there. That takes you into it. And the beauty of this unit, as you'll know, is so simple with these ME-70, ME-80, ME-90s. You just kind of go in and start tweaking away with your hands, as if it was an actual effects pedal, which is a lovely thing, but you still get that versatility as well of all this stuff that's within it. And you've got your output level there, and you've obviously got the EXP pedal, and you can assign all the usual stuff to it like before, like wah and kind of whammy, up and down octaves, or 2 octaves even, and just some other stuff as well as using it as a basic volume pedal. And I'm going to do loads more videos just kind of showing, how to do some of this stuff on Tone Studio. So make sure you hit the subscribe button on there. Don't forget you can also use this unit like before as an effects board. Now this is mentioned which effects you're using. You hit that switch there and it takes you into manual. Then you've got the comp section. Obviously each of the sections that you can see listed there are clearly labelled, so you know what you're going into. Obviously you can use this unit within an effects loop, just to mention if you're using distortion on your actual amp, just to maybe just use things like EQ, that one, and these two here, and just kind of obviously turn the drives off if you don't need them. However, on this unit you've now got an effects loop built into it, which you can place at different parts in the chain. So you can actually do the method of having some, say, this stuff into the front of the amp, coming back to the from the amp back to the unit, and then having things like this later in the chain. So you can even start to get a bit more complex there with your kind of signal path and that kind of thing, which is a lovely feature. And on the back as well, you've also got a chance to turn the speaker sim kind of on and off depending on which bit you're using, if you're using line or if you're using the other section, you know, the other part of the switch there. But they still kept it quite simple. The other thing I'm sure you've heard about is the Bluetooth. I've got the Bluetooth adapter here, which I've got plugged in. This is sold separate to the unit. But if obviously people that just want to use the app and not with a PC or Mac, then that's obviously an invaluable piece of kit to buy alongside this. And you've got your USB, you know, lead there as well. Just to know, it is a smaller USB lead. So just make sure, if you haven't got the, just look up online the type of USB you need. I forget at the moment which one it is, but just check that out. Make sure you've got the, it's not one of the big thicker ones, it's one of the smaller ones, okay, that feeds into a usual USB style socket on your PC or Mac. But yeah, thanks for listening. Please hit the subscribe button. There'll be loads more of these videos, particular ones showing some of the sounds. I'm going to put some nice free stuff up on the Tone Exchange, so keep an eye out for Tonegarage on there. And some iconic tones will be on there as well. But please check out my shop as well. I've started to do some iconic tones for this unit, and I'll be adding some tone packs for some big name bands as well over the next couple of months. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, thanks for listening and see you later. Bye.